modding! Hi guys, it's Pure Gamer. Today we're back and we're doing the next episode of GTA 5 modding DLCs. No, we're not. Hi guys, it's Pure Gamer and today we're playing GTA 5. Hi guys, it's Pure Gamer and today we are not playing GTA 5 but we'll be modding GTA 5 as our new little series thing that we're doing, just to get you guys being able to mod on your own and understand. Obviously my Discord will always be in the description, all the links and that to help everyone and give everyone the information and the sites that we use and the mods and things like that will be in the description, so you guys can have it easy, I guess, because you're getting to see how it's done. And then if you're not really sure still, you can ask me or people on my community, the Discord, and in the comment section. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do plugins, because that now is how we make the game more fun. We've got Lspdfr, we've got the police lights, the cars, the guns, the peds, all that fun stuff's in. So what we want to do today is put plugins. So here we go. Right, so we want to get the base ones in that make the game a bit more fun and enjoyable just to start with. Slightly base ones. So I always go with stop the ped, not stop the watch. Don't know why that. Okay, that was the one below, that's why. Okay, so stop the ped. Here you go. It's on a Wix site. It's made by this guy. I'm not even going to attempt to make it. But he also makes, as you can see, ALPR. That's basically ANPR. It makes ultimate backup and computer light. And obviously we're going to be using a few of these today. So what I'll do is we'll download the first one. The main download. Here we go. I'm also going to show you how to get rid of things of when you pull people over with stop the ped. It puts up two menus. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that as well. So you just have the stop the ped one, because that is the better one. Okay, so we're going to get stop the ped. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all the plugins that we want just as the base. Okay, English please. Thank you very much. Okay, so what we're going to get is computer light. This is good because it adds, basically, as you can see in this little screenshot here, a little bit of character to the game. When you pull someone over, they have criminal records, they have markers on their cars like firearms or wanted or it's stolen or it's being involved in crashes, things like that. It's really cool. And there is actually like an extra plugin for this to make it a British one, so your arrest things are British. That's really good. So what we do, we've got computer light and stop the ped. So they're two good sort of just base things that aren't call outs. They're plugins that make the game a bit more interesting. Now let's check. There's nothing else I want to use here. I might use ultimate backup, but not yet. That'll be the last one if we install it. Purely because it adds a partner mod and it adds something that the game already has. So it is something that I don't use as much. So what we're going to do is I'm going to now try and find the thing for computer light. So bear with me and we'll be back in a second. Okay guys, so this is what you want. You want the GTA V computer light British. That brings up all the UK offences and things like that. That gives you just, again, a more realistic UK version of the game. So, these have installed now. So what we'll do is we'll go to our main directory. That is, if I go to my comment and I go here, Grand Theft Auto, there we go, my fresh GTA. We go to stop the ped. We're going to put that in first. So what we do with plugins, it's basically a drag and drop. You can use the readme if it gets if it gets confusing. But it is simple, it's drag and drop and it will do it all for you. So all you do, you get the plugins and the rage thingy, and there we go. And it'll basically put the plugins for you. Boom, done. There we go, computer light. Then we're gonna get that back up. Computer light, again, the plugins and that. And then we're gonna drag and we're gonna drop. It will want to copy things because the Rage obviously native thing is going to need to basically be copied, and then it'll just delete the other one that you've literally just installed with the other computer light, but it doesn't really matter. Right, then we're going to get this one up, and this is the British version. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to go on plugins, Lspdfr, and then you want to go into computer light, and then obviously you have your charges and citations, so you go here, you drag, and you drop. There we go. Right, cool, done. Okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to go back again. We're now going to add traffic policer. Now this is something that's going to give you, obviously, as you can see in the thing, traffic offences, speed detection. So you'll have like an ANPR thing on you. You'll also be able, if you go down here now to have a look at the call-outs, I'm sure it'll show us somewhere. Okay, so I can't find where it's going to thingy, but I think it just wants us to watch that video. But basically, you get loads of different traffic things. You get drug people in cars that are also wanted for drugs, and they will throw the drugs out the car, and you have to mark them where they throw it out, keep chasing them, and then obviously you have to go back and get it and get the evidence, and then they go to court for that. It's really cool and realistic. So what we're going to do, traffic policer. Now we're going to go straight to Grand Theft Auto, unless you don't know what you're doing, then you might go to document and look at the readme. But because I know what I'm doing, I'm going straight to Grand Theft Auto. Then we're going to go back into the main directory. We're going to go that. Going to drag and drop. And there you go. Again, it's going to want to pretty much delete the native, the Rage native thing. But it'll delete the one that's already there and replace it. Right, okay. So we have that. So now we want to get one more call out just for now, and then we'll test it. So do 2 or 3, then test it, maybe 4. We're going to do maybe 1 or 2 more than you're meant to. You try 1 or 2, do it at your own risk. If it doesn't work, all you know is that you need to delete 1 and then load it up again. If it crashes, you'll just delete the other one. And then you just install them again one by one until they work, because that's normally what it is. It just needs a fresh re-download because you've missed a file maybe. I used to do it all the time. You didn't highlight a file or something like that, or it didn't want to put the file in for some weird reason. Just guess it way it works sometimes. Right. Okay. Here we go. United callouts. Now, basically, I'm just going to show you when we get on the game too how to use each of the callouts. 2 of them are obviously the traffic one. I'll show you the basis of the traffic stops and things like that. And the United callouts is all just callouts. Most of the police traffic stuff is just a basic traffic stop and callouts. So there's nothing really there. But Stop the Pedal will show you how to use the computer light, and obviously how to use the traffic police or actual menu thing that they have, a little cool traffic stop thing. Now, if you're going to use the police traffic stop thing, I would definitely get this. Now, I'll show you what it is. Okay, so it's GTA V, British Police sign. Now, I have this anytime I'm using the road closed. I like to have this, and I use the Trafficker mod that we've just used, the police Trafficker, and basically I can then put that road sign you just seen down. So we are doing a bit of a tangent off LSP, Lspdfr and plugins and that, but this, it just makes the game then feel a bit more realistic with everything else you've just added, and it takes like a second or 2. Right, so we're going to go Windows, we're going to wait for it to load. The barrier's there. Right, now I think the install, because I actually myself okay, here it is. I never 100% remember where this one goes, because you obviously only install it once and nothing else gets installed in this place. So we're going to go x64f.rpf. So x64f. Be looking for that x64f. I've probably gone past it. Probably have. Let's have a look. x64f.rpf. Levels, GTA 5. It's going to be props, I'm assuming. Yep, it is props. Roadside. V construction. Prop barrier, there we go. So all we do is we're going to get rid of that one. Going to drag, you drop. Make sure you have edit mode on first. Mods folder, copy it over, just so it's in that place if we ever need to access this place ever again. Not that we ever will, because there is no other mods that actually have this sort of thing I'm aware of. Okay, drag, drop, boom. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is all we are going to do is we're going to load up the game. Now we need to load it through Rage, because we're testing plugins. If you're testing cars, guns and pets, you can just load the game up normally on Steam. But if you're testing things that you have to use Rage plugin, so you have to use pretty much anything that's a plugin, such as callouts and menus, like we've got, like stop the ped in the computer, like they all work through plugins, and that means it has to use Rage plugin hook. So we'll join when the game has loaded. Okay guys, so what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how we are going to use the plugins. So, first of all, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you Stop the Ped. Now, Stop the Ped has its own little cool menu that basically improves stopping people and questioning them and interviewing them. So, here we go. We're stopping them. As I showed you previously with Lspdfr, how you stop people. And don't walk away from me. Right, now here you go. We've got to Stop the Ped, so we can ask for ID.
Thank you.
So, we've got their information now. We can obviously pull that up. Now, I'm just going to quickly do something. There we go, because we don't want to be on call right now. The last thing we want to be dealing with is calls, because it just slows this process down. Right, okay. So, I've got their ID now. I can either run that on my radio, or I can go back to the car and show you the computer like that I will do in a minute. Now, also what you can do is you can grab the ped. So you can grab them. You can walk them over here. And obviously, if you come to the car, you can have them sit in the front of the car. You know, like when you do when you see on traffic cops, they do a stop. Sometimes they'll get the person in the front of the car, just have a general chat and speak to them and get questions. You know, just if they're not under suspicion or something, then they'll get them in the front just to give them a ticket or something, or a warning. But they'll put them in the back if they have to arrest them or something more serious. So, if you walk away from that, it'll go, and then you're released when you go back on right in the D-pad. You can also get them to follow you. You can sit them on the ground. You can question them. It then also has loads of other questions that you can ask them. And then you can pat them down. That is the most important thing to do. And then you have the flashlight and a plane ticket on them. Now, sometimes you'll find illegal weapons, things like that. You also have breathalyzer and drugalyzer, so I'll show you now the breathalyzer. It sort of has pretty much an inhaler, that is. So, you go, and it tells me the blood alcohol system. Right, then we have the drug swab. So here we go. It's going to swab, and it is now going to load. It'll take a second, and that is basically a file. And there you go, the person is positive for cocaine and methamphetamines. Now, there was no drugs on them, so you can't arrest them if you're going off realistic things that I do in my series. So I can't arrest them because they weren't behind the wheel of anything. Now, you can escort them off. Now, basically what that means is you can call a taxi for them, you can call an Uber for them, or you can call an ambulance for them. Now, you can dismiss them on foot. If they were in a car, you can dismiss them back into the car. If they were the passenger, you can dismiss them back into the car. You can also arrest them, as you can see here. Let's just say we can arrest them. Right. So we've got reasonable grounds to arrest them, so we've arrested them. And then boom. Right. Now, if I want to call a police transport, I do that. If I want to call an ambulance for the person because they're injured and I've just detained them, then I can. Or I can let them go. Boom. And there you go.
You're not even
now, we're just going to quickly stop this person again. Now, if you remember rightly, we got that person's name. So if it's worked, this should work. So, you get in your car, and you have to keep hold of E on your keyboard. Right, okay. So, ped records. Okay, the person's not there. Okay. So that is a big fail. Please bear with me, people. Let's get her ID again. I think it's because we dismissed her. Okay, so we're going to ask for your ID.
Thank you.
Give me your ID. Thank you very much. So it's Kate Miltering. And please work. There you go. And there's her name. Okay, so you have outstanding warrants. There's none. There's nothing there. Now, unfortunately, you can't get rid of the guns. But what I like to say in my sort of scenario role-playing it on my game is it's a airsoft. You know how you can buy airsofts and things like that in the UK? Whether they have a permit for that and whether they have a license for that, such as if whether they have fake, you know, like the two-tone guns, or whether you have like the realistic ones and have the license for them. Now you can create a citation or you can create a arrest report, and obviously you've got all this stuff for you guys to learn. I don't want to spoil it all, but it is really cool. Now, that's Stop the Ped menu. Now, there is also another part of Stop the Ped menu. It is left control and G. Now, I can request a tow truck, call car insurance people, and they'll come and pick the car up. Or, if you watch this now, don't know why my guy's crouching, I think that's just because I... Okay, right, so all you do is I click this, and traffic will immediately slow down in the circle you can see in the map. Now, I can easily get rid of that. I can clear traffic, and there you go, traffic will go back to normal, or I do that, and traffic stops. Now, if I do that, I can then press F6, and this brings me to the police manager that I've just installed, and then if you press A on that, as you can see, you have a pretty cool roadblock. There you go.
That is such bad luck.
That is really cool, as you can see, and then all you do is remove all signs when you don't want it. Now, if we go back to Control and G, we can clear traffic control and they'll all carry on driving. Now, what I do have to show you is there is a new thing with Stop the Ped where it is disable weapon system. So if you were running an American version of the game or a British version of the game and you wanted to have realistic, when you get in and out of the car, press left control G and you can grab your assault rifle or a shotgun, and then when you get back in the car it'll take it off you, and you can stow it away and things like that. It's really cool and realistic. Now, this person is now dead. So I press left control and G, and now I can either search the body, as you can see, then my character will search them. So if you're looking for evidence on a dead body, you can search for it. Okay, and it'll tell me what to find. It was the exact same thing as they had on before. Then we can drag the body. So if they're in danger, we can drag them out of a dangerous area. So here we go. Let's drag them out. There we go. Now, it'll only do it a little bit if you're not in it. If someone's shooting at you, then you're in full control and it'll let you drag it around. So, we can also do CPR. Now, sometimes I feel like this is a bit weird because when the ambulance turn up, you can have two paramedics attend to that one person. Like, you have two different ambulances, so one paramedic per time. They'll turn up and they'll start doing CPR on that, and they'll fail and they won't complete it, but you can do it and you can bring the person back to life, so it is a bit weird. Now, as you can see, we request a coroner unit. It comes with a cool little new thing now that I'll also show you, calling an ambulance to someone too. So if you need to call an ambulance for someone, you can, and I'll show you the cool little thing for that too. So, here comes coroner. They arrive on scene. They'll come, they'll take some photos, they'll talk a bit about the thing, they'll tell you exactly how the person died normally. If they don't know normally, then they just say fallen from a high height if you just come across a random dead person. Because I punched them, it should say lethal force or brutal force. There you go. Beating on a fist fight. Okay, now this is the cool little new thing that's been added to Stop the Ped. And it's literally that they have body bags now and they will take the body. Now, I'll show you the ambulance menu. So we'll stop this person. Excuse me, ma'am.
Freeze!
Stop, police, don't run. Okay, so we're going to have to arrest this woman. So, now you've seen the next part of Stop the Ped. Stop the Ped has a taser laser that is really cool, I think. But it is a bit of a pain, it's a bit glitchy as you can see. Okay, why aren't you getting on the floor, woman? Get on the floor. So, it has a laser, but it is a tiny bit weird, and I wish you could turn it on and off like real life, but unfortunately you can't. So, I've arrested this person. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to request an ambulance. And hopefully it'll actually work what I want to do.
Rockford Hills.
Now this guy I am going to dismiss on foot.
Go on, you idiot!
Get rid of him out of here. Because sometimes you'll stop more than one ped at once by mistake. Here it comes, here comes my ambulance. Now you can keep hold of backspace and it will spawn it right as close as it can to you. Sometimes it'll spawn it and it'll literally jump. Okay, I think I called it for the wrong person. 1 minute. There we go, that's what we want. Yeah, I put it on him by mistake. That's my mistake, I pressed it, because I had two guys next to each other, or two people next to each other, and I pressed it and it went for the wrong person. Now that is an issue, you have to be careful when you're next to someone, you call the ambulance or whatever for the other person. So, here comes the ambulance. Now they do try and pull him realistically like this one did, and as you can see it is trying him. It slowly does it, and it's hit the curb, and that's the best I've seen it ever park over there. But you know, they do whatever they can. So now what's meant to happen is, there you go, they're on a gurney and off they go. So that's a cool little menu thing. So that is pretty much all we have in the callouts that we've done so far. We've got your computer light, stop the ped, working with computer light. Now I'm going to show you just a quick traffic stop with computer light. So I'm going to pull someone over. Now I've only got the UK, I've not got the UK sirens in that because we're going to show you that in another video. Right. Okay. So we pull someone over. Now I'm assuming they're going to do a runner because it's my luck that they would. I'm going to show you this now. So you have the two menus that block each other. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. So you go to Lspdfr, you go to key bindings, and now you're looking for, and I'm trying to find it. Okay, you're trying to get rid of that one, traffic stop interaction. All you want to do is literally just clear key, like that. There's no need for it. So, hang on. That's all we want to do. There you go. Easy as that. Clear. So now, there you go. I can just talk to them. I can do use stop the ped that gets the documentation, registration. I can question them if I need to. I can ask them to leave the vehicle, or I can dismiss and warn them. Let's just say for now we warn them. Now let's see whether the vehicle record is shut up. There you go, and that's the record. So you can see the registration is valid, insurance, there's no, not being stolen. Now if there was a marker, such as it being stolen, then obviously the stolen here would be red and yes, but also it would have markers here for like firearms and other things like that. Now you can click the owner of the vehicle that you can see has quite a few citations, no actual arrests, and nothing here to worry about, so that's good. Now I don't actually think that was that the driver? Or the owner, I should say? Yeah, it was. No, so he's fine. Okay. So, that's all I've shown you so far. That's how you install plugins. You literally just drag and drop them into the files, and if it says replace them, that's fine. There's no issue with it replacing. And also, that's how you use them. I've shown you how to use them. Now, if you're never sure how to use something, I'll quickly show you something. What you do is you go into plugins, and then Lspdfr. You find the one you want, so stop the ped, and you click on the one with this little circular like setting bar. You get that, and it tells you, look, Control G, there you go, E, and then you have all your little things. So it's actually, it tells you exactly what to do. Traffic Policer has all your information in here that you would need. It tells you how many callouts, and you can actually change the amount of callouts. Again, is really cool. Shows you how to use the radar and all that. Again, I don't want to ruin it and spoil any of the callouts, so I'm going to let you enjoy that. And I'm going to end this video here, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, press the notification buttons down below for instant notifications. And if you want any more information about plugins, things like that, then go to the comment section or join the Discord in the link in the description. So, I'll see you guys in the next video.